All right, everyone. All right, everyone. We are going to get started. I appreciate everyone being here. This is great. Wonderful to have you all. We are starting now. And so you all asked for it. It is the Live It plan. As I spoke of before, my Live It plan, right? That's the subject for tonight. And we always think of Live It as basically eating or diet. So, what is a live it, first of all? A live it is food that you're eating that brings life only, or the food itself is living. So, there's only two types of food, there's dead food and living food. So, when I'm talking about a live it, I'm talking about eating things that are living, that are not dead. And the major question that I always ask is, why do we think that we can get life from something that is dead? That would be totally impossible. It is impossible to get life from something that is dead. So if you're eating anything that does not have this enzymatic life force still intact, it is dead, right? And so everything that the majority of people are eating, the majority of what they eat is dead food. And so therefore it causes death. And so I'm on a live it, first of all. That's number one. So everything that I eat is live, or what people would call raw. My personal live it, right? But I'm a little bit more extreme than the average normal live foodist. And basically what that would be is I have moved to the in my book, right, called Health Class, How to Heal Yourself, right, which is in the link below. In my book, there are I go through the different diets to live it. I go all the way from eating all meats all the way down to breatharianism. I go through every one, and in each live it, there are four stages of the live it. So every time you're lightening up your diet, you're allowing more spirit in the body. And when you allow more spirit in the body, that's when the healing begins, or what people call oxygen. They'll call it oxygen. But every time you make a diet change, all you're really doing is lightening up the diet and allowing your body to not have to digest as much. So there's two things that your body does. It either digests, right, food, or it's healing your body. What if you could have your body healing 24 hours a day? Wouldn't that be great? Until you are totally healed, then what do you need food for anyway? Because if you're healed, you have all your nutrients and you're in balance. What do you need food for? If you understand ketosis and you understand that your body can eat the fats or muscle, all you have to do is work out. What do you need to eat for? If you're healed. So the key thing I want you to get is to the book. In my book, I go all the way through all the diets, all the way to breatharianism, which is the journey we're really on anyway. It's just which lifetime are you going to get there? Back to the breath of life, where you're living on what? Oxygen or spirit only, what they call prana. So, the key thing that I want you to get is that the live it that I'm on presently is what I call the optimal live it, meaning these are the things that you would eat according to if you were on an optimal, like, if, in other words, if you could not get past eating, which I haven't yet. I'm not a breatharian yet. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not. I'm on my way, but I haven't got there. So I want you to get this, that the optimal live it is, if you're going to eat at all, you need to be able to eat that which is according with nature, which is according with your physiology. And those are the things that I eat. So what do I eat? I eat, my live it is raw vegetables, right? When I say vegetables, I'm talking about fruits, meaning sugarless fruits. So sugarless fruits, let's look at them. Tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, squash. What else got seeds in it? Olives. I still eat olives. Though on the optimal limit, I don't think that it's on the optimal limit because of the things you have to do to olives. Because you can't just grab an olive and eat it raw, period, in nature. Can't do that. So the question is asked, if I was in nature, what would I be eating? If you were in nature, what would you eat? If there were no tools, you ain't got no tools, you ain't got no fire, none of that. What would you be eating? That's what your body's designed for. Why? All animals on the planet, what do they eat? Out of all the animals on the planet, tell me which one cooks. None of them. We're the only being on the planet that destroys food by cooking it. We're the only ones that do it. So everything in nature eats according to its physiology, right? And therefore, it's eating what it's supposed to eat. It's the same way we're supposed to eat, except we're in the human zoo. So I am on the optimal limit, meaning I eat those things that are optimal for our bodies, which is fruit, seeds, and nuts. And I do seeds and nuts are very rare. You want to be very careful with seeds and nuts. Okay? And when you do, you want to soak your nuts and let them ferment. Okay? Because you want to get the tannins off of the nuts. I believe it's tannins on them. Right? So you want to get those off of the nuts. The one nut you do not want to eat, at least one nut, is cashews because they have uracil on them. Uracil, they come from the poison ivy family, and uracil is what makes you break out with poison ivy. So that's why they have to always cook cashews. They have to blanch them, they call it. So that's cooking it to get rid of the uracil on it. And that's why you'll find a lot of people break out with it. It causes issues with your breathing and all of that. The cashews is something you want to stay far away from. Okay? You don't really want to eat cashews. They are the worst of all the nuts. They're one of the most dangerous, I would say. Peanuts are not nuts. They're peas. Do not eat them. They come from that family. Do not eat them. They're not designed for us to eat. Right? So we want to make sure of that. Now, the other thing is going to be fruit, right? It's something that I eat. All different types of fruits. There's thousands, tens of thousands of varieties of fruit that you haven't even tasted. So even like breadfruit, for somebody that's still cooking, but you need to get away from starch because it's killing you, you could use breadfruit, cooked breadfruit. It tastes and smells like bread. That's a fruit you can use, right? But I do all different types of fruit, but I do mine live. I do all raw live fruit. Okay, sugarless and non-sweet fruits, as well as seeds and nuts. I do seeds very rare. It's rare for me to eat any seeds at all. Very rare for me to eat any seeds. And when I do eat seeds, I would do pumpkin seeds. I would do sesame seeds. No, excuse me, sunflower seeds. Yeah, and I would do sesame seeds. Those three seeds are the seeds I usually will do. I'll do chia seeds every once in a while. Right, but they're very rare. Nuts, I do nuts, full-fledged nuts. Right? I'll do nuts like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And the only nuts I really deal with right now, because if you go through all of my classes, there's one nut that shows up over and over and over again, and that is the walnut. The walnut is extremely powerful, right? And we got the Greenhall walnuts here, and I had my first chance. Thank you, Senart. I appreciate it. I had my first chance to taste, Black Hall and Greenhall walnut this year, and that it was great. And so yes, but walnuts are excellent, great for your body. They help you in so many ways. And I would advise you, though nuts, do them sparingly, maybe once a month or a handful every 2 weeks or something like that, or a bag maybe every 2 weeks if you're going to do them. But walnuts are excellent for the body. Those are the nuts I pretty much do, right? So my meals are very simple. Okay, so I do a salad. In the morning, I pretty much don't eat. I'm on intermittent fast, first of all. Right? So I intermittent fast. So I usually don't eat until around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Is when you're gonna find me eating. If I work out, I might do a banana after my workout. I might do that. So if I wake up, I go to the gym, I work out, do something, then I might do a banana after the workout. Right? That's the only thing I'm usually am going to eat in the morning, if I eat anything at all, is a fruit. Now, which is very rare. So then I usually don't eat till about 1 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Right? And then I can eat, then that's when I start eating. And when I do, I'm going to have like a bowl of non-sweet fruits, just like a Mediterranean meal, something like a cucumbers, tomatoes, black olives, and that's pretty much gonna be it. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much what I'm gonna have, and I might have some tahini, which is sesame seed, right, on top of it. Right, that's usually what I'm gonna probably eat, and then I'll have fruit after that. So I'll eat a fruit after that, some fruit, or I might do a couple fruits. Like I might cut up bananas, put in some blackberries or blueberries or both, and then and then I might put some walnuts in there, but that's rare. I'm normally just gonna eat the fruit, right? And that's a very good meal. Like for me, I enjoy that. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna eat, right? That's my live it. Now, do I break my live it? Yes, I have. And I'm working on I'm getting to the point where I'm perfecting it though. I'm getting it to the point where I'm not breaking it at all. And this is where we want to be. We want to get to the point where you are living it. You're not breaking your live it. You're doing exactly what you say you're going to do. Okay. So I want you to really get the fact that you want to be in this live it. You want to be in this position where you are always being you. However, if you make a mistake, do not go into the guilt trip. This is where people fall off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video on guilt. It's important. So the guilt trip is where people fall off. Why? Because when you have guilt, right? As a matter of fact, I've already done a whole video on guilt. So if you watch my video, if you go to my Patreon, you can watch the video on it's guilt, anxiety, fear, and doubt. Okay? Watch that video. Because the way people fail is through guilt. They feel guilty, or those others will try to make you feel guilty. It's not their health journey, it's yours. I don't care what nobody thinks, because I know I'm on my journey to perfection. So therefore, work on your journey to perfection. And in order to do that, you must fail. You have to fail your way to the top. And this is where most people quit, because when they fail, they quit. Don't quit when you fail. Keep going, keep grinding, keep moving, keep it going. Never ever quit, never ever stop, never ever. Just keep staying positive, stay focused, and keep going. And I promise you, you will reach the perfect day. So whenever you're going through those processes to get to the next level of your live it, from your diet to your live it, keep going. Don't stop. Don't let nobody deter you. Change your mind. Do anything that makes a difference in who you're being, because who you're being is extremely important through this process and journey. Okay. Now, that is pretty much what I'm going to eat. What am I going to drink? My favorite. Fiji water. Fiji is my favorite water of all time, period. I love this water. It's good, right? And when I had my heart attack, I could taste different waters and the oxygen that I could feel the oxygen that they put in the body. And to this day, I haven't found one that's better. Now, I do like Mountain Valley because it's in a glass bottle. I like that. I do like the fact that it's in a glass bottle. But the water, the quality of this water is excellent. It's a BPA free bottle at least. But, I love it. So water is the only thing that I put in my body for the most part. Will I drink a juice? Very rarely. Very rarely. And the only juice I normally drink, I will drink every once in a while, D at Southtown, right? If you go to Southtown and you get a juice, D at Southtown will offer me some juice sometime. When she does, she'll make a mix and I will take it, right? But this is rare. However, but the only juice that I really will drink right now is orange juice. And the reason I drink orange juice is because it's super hard to find seeded oranges. They use the seeded oranges to make orange juice. That's why if you go to Whole Foods and you find oranges with seeds in them, it'll say juicing oranges. Those oranges have seeds in them. So they're using the seeded oranges to make juice. So because we're not to eat anything that doesn't have seeds in it, I will drink orange juice. Right? But it's rare again. But it gives you a strong boost of vitamin C, which I like. But that's the only reason I ever drink. I wish if I could find oranges on a regular basis with seeds in them, I would never drink orange juice. Let me be very clear with you on that. I would never touch orange juice ever, period. So don't drink orange juice, okay? Don't drink orange juice. You want to be unless you can't find oranges with seeds in them. And the original orange is the mandarin. Okay, so if you can get mandarins with seeds in them, you won. I can't find a mandarin with seeds in it to save my life. Right? So that's why I'm really considering building out a farm with just a tree, like a tree farm. You know what I'm saying? Growing fruit, literally, only. All fruits, sweet and non-sweet fruits. It's gonna be it's gonna be sweet. I'm really considering putting that together. I'm really, really, really deep into that. So that's gonna be a powerful piece if I decide to do it. Now, the next thing is, I pretty much already chosen to do that. So I'm pretty much that's gonna happen. So the next thing, most people think eating is the only thing when dealing with the livid, but it's not. Livid is a complete lifestyle. Okay. So once you start eating right, with every diet change, there is a new level of consciousness that is opened. Okay. With every diet change, remember this, there's a new level of consciousness that is also open. So if I change my diet, then my consciousness is going to raise. Okay. This is very important. So, and I deal deep with that inside the book as well. I go deep into that in my book. So, I want you to understand that your diet, you want it to become a livid, meaning you're going from eating dead food to living food, right? But in doing so, you also need to cleanse your mind, right? Your mind really is out here. Your mind and your body need cleansing. This is meditative process. Okay? So I also do the clearing meditation to clear my mind. If you need to see that again is on my Patreon. Get your 7-day free trial and go look up the clearing meditation. For real. Like that's a modality. I, I'm telling you, when people do the clearing meditation and they do it consistently, they have amazing results. That clears the mind. And then body meditation, we're in the middle of those right now. We're doing the body meditations. The body meditation clears the body. Now the entire church, all the church bells are ringing. And now you're one. So you already lightened up the livid. So you're clear, right? Now you're going to clear your spirit is clear. Most people don't know eating is spiritual. It's not physical. That's why fasting is so powerful, because what you're doing is you're cleansing the body to allow more spirit in. Eating is a spiritual modality, not a physical modality. And when the spirit can get in the body, it begins to heal the physical, or oxygen. Because where there is no oxygen, death occurs. Wherever spirit or oxygen can't get to in the body, this is where death occurs. So you must be doing the different modalities to make that happen. Physical, you need to work out. You need to get you a gym membership and go work out, or work out at home. If you get your equipment at home, it doesn't matter. You need, or even if you're working out on a chair, I don't care what you're doing. You need to sweat for 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week at minimum. You got to sweat. You got to get it out, because you have to cleanse your lymph system. So you have to cleanse the lymph system. You have to cleanse your temple, literally, by allowing less food in and allowing more spirit in. And then you must also meditate to cleanse the mind. Your mind is what is used to control the spirit. That's why it says a man or woman that can control their spirit is stronger than 10 men or 10 women that can take a city. That's your mind. So meditation is about mastering your mind to be able to learn how to move spirit into the areas that need healing. I do that. That's those that I do. So I do the 7 chakra meditations, which we're working on now. I do the microcosmic orbit meditation, right, which I learned from Elitam Elamine. And I do a sound meditation. All of them including singing bells or without. You can do it either which way. I enjoy the singing bowls, singing bowls. And I like using them because once your mind gets used to it, you can move. That sound will have your mind move directly to that location. Now, I can do it without the music or without the sound, but I enjoy it with the sound. Sound bowls is key. All right, so we want to breathe in, breathe out when we do the meditation. Breathe in life. This is another thing that I do, my live it. I always breathe in positivity and I breathe out positivity. I speak positivity. I see only positivity. I hear only good positive things. I surround myself with positive only. I stay away from negatives. This is how you create. Why? Because if long as you have negatives coming in or you're speaking negatives, the divine universal forces will pick it up. And when it does, it's going to create that reality. So we stay positive. We always speaking positivity out of our mouths. And we then do what? Create a positive world. Now that's just my sphere. But now let's say it's 2 of us. Now there's 2 spheres. Now it's 3, 4, 5. And this is how heaven on earth will be developed. One being at a time. The question is, who am I being? And that's a part of my live it every day, to find out who am I being today. Who am I being right now? That's a part of my live it. So these are things that you deal with in your live it that's going to take you to the next level, right? So we have that. We have the meditation. We have the live it, which is moving the diet to a live it. I told you what I do on my live it. Then we move to meditation, clearing the mind and the body. But now we have to deal with the spiritual side of it as far as coming outside of the body. So for me, I I am one that I am a servant of Yahweh, meaning, and if you have not seen the video, who and what is Yahweh, then the key thing is that you don't understand the meaning of that name. But I'm going to just say real quick for you. I am a servant of all that is. Everything that lives, breathes, all I'm the servant of that. Right? Meaning my goal is to help everyone and everything in the universes be at peace. Be happy. That is the goal. Because that's what that name means. It just means being, or that which is and will be everlasting. It's truth. Whatever shows up, that's truth. So the point that I'm making is that my goal then is to do what? Be at peace with all. And prayerfully through my example and conversation, those that are listening will also want to be at peace. Not because I say so, not because Yahweh says so, but because you want to. See, I couldn't do this until I wanted to. Therefore, you can't do it until you want to. No one can force you into this. You must want to do right. You must want to eat right. You must want to be healthy. That's why I don't force anyone. People be like, well, this person, they need it. Yeah, but do they want it? I always say, bring them to my class, get the education. If that person can come to my class and don't want to be healthy, I haven't seen that happen really. I've seen people run because they might not be disciplined enough. But if they don't want to be healthy, if they do that, then you definitely know that person does not want peace in their body, which means they don't want peace in the earth. Let me tell you something. You have trillions of cells in your body that you're responsible for. Meaning, whatever you put in your body, you're responsible for trillions of cells. You're guilty, not for one being. You're guilty for trillions of beings just inside of your body. Now, if you can't love your body and them and yourself, you can't love nobody. So that's why I watch people, what they're eating, what they do. I watch all of that because I know you don't love you. So I don't care how much you say you love this person, how much you feign and you do this and do all of it's an act just to pretend that you love somebody. I know you don't. It's impossible. You can't. So your first step is to learn to love you. That's why you must clear. That's why you must become one with the divine universal whole. That's why you must clear and be inside and find who you were, who you are for real. That's another thing with my living. I searched high and low for me, right? So I did access bars, right? I was taught that by a diva, outstanding modality, right? Clearing meditation that was given to me by the creator. I teach it. It's excellent. It works every time if you use it. I've done it with brothers and sisters out of Africa. I've done it with brothers and sisters in Turkey. I've done it with brothers and sisters in Sweden. I've done it with brothers and sisters in Switzerland. I've done it with brothers and sisters in America. It don't matter where you go. It works. It works. So I want you to understand that that modality is key. Clearing, becoming one with you. That is part of your live it. Get hold of you again. Become one with you again. Love you again. Find you again. Remove that ego, that false you that you created to survive. You made that being. That doesn't exist. It's a fake you. And you're hiding behind it. Come out of the closet. Be you. Find the real you. Then you will be at peace. You will love you. And once you love you, then you can love others. You can love the world. You will eat right. You will do right. Why? Because you love you. Why wouldn't you? Why would a person that loves themselves destroy themselves? You can't. You can't do that. It's impossible. So whenever you're doing something, and I always say this, and this is me, and I'm talking about me right now. So I know when I eat something wrong, I'm killing myself. What would allow me to do that? I would have to be what to do that? I would have to be mentally ill. That's a mental illness. I would have to be mentally ill to put something in my body I know is going to kill me. Now, do I love myself when I'm doing that? No, I don't. I don't care how you could say, Dawi, yes, you do. You love yourself. You do this and that, and you love. No, it's impossible for me to love myself and do that to myself. That's crazy. That's mentally ill. That's an oxymoron, or what we would call double-minded, right? Or ambivalence, or cognitive dissonance. Even all through all those words are synonyms for mental illness. So we have to be honest. We have to be real with ourselves. And when we're real, that's another part of my live it, is being real with me, not lying to me, not hiding from me. The person that most people are scared of the most is themselves. They're scared of that true being that they are. And so in my live it, I had to become one with my true self again. And this was very important. So again, the recap, the diet to live it. Now I'm on a live it. I'm on the optimal live it, which is mostly fruits, non-sweet fruits, seeds, nuts, and lettuce. Okay, which are tender leafy greens. Then my next modality that is part of my live it is my meditation. I do the clearing meditation, body meditation, which is the seven chakra meditation, but body meditation. And I do the microcosmic orbit meditation, and I do a voice sound meditation with singing bells as well, right? In those last three modalities. Now, and then we move to what's the next step? Exercise. I exercise every single day, or excuse me, at least usually 6 days a week. I'm going to exercise, right? Full-fledged exercise too. I be in, like I said, 30 minutes a day, but I do about 2 hours a lot of times a day of physical exercise. And then from there, we move into the next phase of development, which is going to be the uh, spiritual realm. And again, that was a practice that took years for me to practice and become one with Yah Yahuwah, or a servant of the whole, servant of all matter in the universes. So that is the key things that I wanted to go over with you. I appreciate you. My health class is coming up soon. It'll be on the next one is on the 12th, right, of the January. So that's 12/1/12/2025. And it'll be the first class of the year, right? It comes with a massage. If you come to the physical class, it comes with a massage. Food is there as well on the live live it, so you can taste it, see how good it can taste. and enjoy as well. Or you can watch it online if you're out of town. If you're not in the Chicago area, the greater Chicago area, then you can watch it online as well and be a part of the class. And that link also is in the credits. Okay. So, with that, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you greatly. See you all at the top of your health journey. Peace. For the rest of this video and more videos like these, you can join us at patreon.com/health class. Again, that's patreon.com/health class. And join one of our paid tiers. Any of them will do. And you join one of those tiers, you can watch the rest of these videos as well as all the other videos that I produced, including my former health classes, which is 4 to 8 hours of information that can help you on your health journey to the top. All right. So I look forward to sharing that adventure with you. I look forward to seeing you at the top of your health journey. Peace.